School, this is your ASB President, Yair Flores, with your last announcement.
Graduates, we made it. We have achieved this milestone in our journey into becoming whatever our hearts desire. I wish you all the best in life and hope to hear from your accomplishments along the way. And never forget, once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog. Have a great Garfield Day.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. My name is Mr. Favela, and I am the proud principal here at James A. Garfield Senior High School. And I would like to welcome everyone to our 2020 virtual graduation. Whether it's in your kitchen, your bedroom, your front yard, or maybe even walking down Whittier Boulevard or on a break at work, I want you to represent Garfield. Let your neighbors know, let everyone around you know that you deserve to be celebrated. Let's kick this show off with none other than your senior class president, Natalie Andrade Dominguez.
Hey class of 2020, congratulations on 13 long, hard years of schooling and accomplishments. I know this is not what we ever imagined of how our journey would end, but just know that everything happens for a reason. And in the near future, we will all get what we deserve, that big celebration with all of our family and friends around. But the one thing that I do know is that the class of 2020 is a definition of resilience. Yes, sadly, our senior year was cut short, and we didn't get the experience what we all hoped would be the best time of our lives. However, many of us were able to look ahead and focus on our future. Many of us are on our way to college, joining the Army, joining the workforce, or even just focusing on spending time with family. Regardless of what happens next, we're all moving forward with our lives, and that is the most resilient thing that we can do during these tough times. Because we are the future. We are the next presidents, we are the next lawyers, musicians, construction workers, athletes, or whatever you choose to do. But make sure you do it at 110%. And don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do it. Because you can. You can do anything you put your mind to. And remember that this pandemic does not define you or your success. This is a time to celebrate, as we just completed one of the most important milestones of our lives. This is our time to close one chapter and start a new one, because the world is looking to us, the future, for the help and change this world needs. And I know we all have the potential to make this world better. Personally, I'd like to thank each and every single person who has helped me through these 13 years. My parents especially, because they have sacrificed it all for me so I can have a better life than they did. My godparents, my grandparents, tios and tias who have had my back through it all. My boyfriend, my best friend, and all my dearest friends, teachers, administrators, my sponsors, Ms. Judith and Mr. Olage, who have taught me the most valuable lessons in life. Once again, class of 2020, the class that will go down in history, the class that will have a great story to tell their kids and grandkids one day. I love you all, and thank you for electing me as your senior class president. It was an absolute honor. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Natalie, for those powerful words of encouragement, resilience, and inspiration. Good evening, my name is Abraham Kasavi, and I'm the proud Assistant Principal of Garfield High School. It is with great privilege to introduce our keynote speaker for James A. Garfield's graduating class of 2020. Please lend your ears, your hearts, and your minds to our very own Garfield alum and California State Insurance Commissioner, Ricardo Lara.
Hello, Garfield Bulldogs. It's Ricardo Lara, your California Insurance Commissioner and proud Garfield alum. It's really weird to be here without you. This is definitely not how I imagined your senior year. We should be celebrating like we always do, surrounded by our friends and family. El día de graduación es especial no solo para ustedes, también es un día especial para sus familias que se han sacrificado para darles una mejor vida. Instead, a lot of us are wondering, where do we go from here? You're not alone. In our city and across our whole country, this is a time of uncertainty and turmoil. We see violence against young people through mass incarceration and police abuse, the senseless deaths from the virus that fall heaviest on our neighborhoods, the damage to our economy and businesses that our parents work years to build. It is easy to be angry, and you have every right to be angry. And as Garfield Bulldogs, you have the responsibility to take that anger and do something with it. Because it is a massive responsibility to be a Garfield Bulldog. Legendary civil rights activists come from here. People have sacrificed and gave their lives so that you can reach this moment. It was Garfield students and teachers from East LA who led the high school walkouts more than 50 years ago, protesting the racism and second-class treatment in our schools. Many of you joined your teachers in the streets last year, standing up and speaking out for equal opportunity. And I'm sure last week, many of you again hit the streets in solidarity to show that Black and brown lives matter. You carry that responsibility to uphold our collective history. And as you continue in your journey, you have the responsibility to treat people differently than how our parents and grandparents were treated. Treat people with dignity and respect. I have to be honest, when I graduated from Garfield, responsibility was not the first thing on my mind. That impactful moment came when I got to San Diego State University and I realized how much had been sacrificed so that I could be the first in my family to go to college. That is when I really felt the pressure to do big things and succeed. In that moment, you may feel lonely or like you even don't belong. But know that you are not alone. You have an entire community that believes in you, supports you, and has your back. Those who have graduated from this high school are trailblazers. Our accomplishments and success is shared. So while we can't be together today, this place is always going to be part of us. It will always be our home. And in November 2018, I was elected by the voters of California to be the insurance commissioner. I am the first Bulldog to serve in statewide office. From being just someone from our neighborhood to now representing all the people of the state of California, that only happens in our great country. If there's anything we know, it is that life is going to test you. The good news is you are ready. You are resilient. You are strong. And how do I know that? Because it is in our blood, in our DNA. You will always be East LA. Felicidades, congratulations, class of 2020. Always and forever, go Bulldogs.
love you guys, and I'm gonna miss each and every one of you guys.
You guys are awesome, and you guys are great.
I want you guys to know that you will forever hold a special place in our hearts.
All of your teachers miss you very much.
We all miss you for sure. I know I miss all of you guys.
You have a lot of great things to accomplish in life.
You make me so proud to be a Garfield Bulldog.
Go Bulldogs!
I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you in the future.
We can't wait to see you again.
And hopefully we'll see you guys soon.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Osvaldo Cabrales, but most people call me Ozzy. Let's start with the obvious. This year has definitely been unexpected and was far from all of our plans. Although we missed out on many experiences, including the in-person graduation, we should be very, very proud of this year. We are all here today because we worked through a pandemic and are still able to say we graduated and finished high school. Take a moment to realize just how powerful that is. I remember thinking in my head, what better year to graduate than 2020? And I know many of you said the same thing and are now thinking otherwise. I still believe 2020 is the best year, and I think you should too, because we are a class that will be remembered for years to come. Class of 2020 has been unique from the very start, starting with the number 2020 to online classes to being celebrated by people like Barack Obama. No other class can say this. We are all special. Now, I would like to share some of my life with you all in hopes of encouraging and inspiring you all just a little. We're all different and come from many different family situations. Some may have more issues than others, and that's completely okay. Personally, I've had a few that I won't go into detail too much, but I will say that they pushed me to mature and become the young man I am today. Now, one part of my life I do want to share with you all, and not to make you or myself emotional, but to share this message, is that my brother Margarito passed away in December due to a car accident my family and I were in. After this car accident, I was in the darkest place of my life. Our lives changed forever. As much as I wanted to give up and just shut down, I didn't. I worked through and promised my brother that I was going to do big things for him. And relating to this, I heard the quote, "It is not the circumstances that dictate our future," in the Creator podcast. This quote is saying that no matter what happens or where we come from, we are the ones in charge of how far we go. Once again, congratulations on being part of the historic class of 2020, because no matter the circumstances of the pandemic, you all didn't let that dictate your future, and is the reason why you are all here today graduating. This shows just how resilient we are. Finally, I just want to take this time to say thank you to all those who have helped me and have been a part of my life, especially my teachers, friends, and family. To name a few, a special thank you to Ms. Perez and Mrs. Ulivi for all of the support, my very close friends for always being there for me, and to my family for constantly pushing me and believing in me. Especialmente te doy gracias a ti, mamá, porque me motivaste a hacer lo mejor que pueda hacer. Me amaste incondicionalmente, sacrificaste todo por mí, y quiero que valga la pena. Te lo mereces. Te amo, mamá. I love you, dad. I love you, sis. I love you, brother. This and everything I do from now on is in your name. Thank you. Once again, congratulations, class of 2020.
Hello parents, staff, friends, and students of Garfield's class of 2020. We made it, guys. We've made it through 4 years of hard work, studying, and fun. Though it may seem unconventional right now, here we are graduating. I know it may not seem like it at this time, but all of our efforts have paid off. Some people may describe our graduation as a pivotal turning point in our lives, our goodbye to childhood and step into adulthood. While our graduation does highlight our achievements, it does not mean we have to say goodbye to this chapter. Instead, let's bring this chapter and everything we've learned and experienced forward with us into the next one. As a class, we've grown together. From our first day of 9th grade as shy little freshmen navigating the halls of Garfield, to our last day at school, both the in-person and virtual one. We've grown academically, emotionally, and as people, thanks to our amazing teachers and friends. Now, I want to take this time to share a bit of my story. Both of my parents immigrated to East Los Angeles from Puebla, Mexico 20 years ago, and have lived here ever since. Weekends, my parents work as food cart vendors, selling raspados and elotes. They walk from street to street, pushing heavy carts filled with corn, gallons of syrup, and coolers of ice. Although their work is long and exhausting, it supports me and my 5 siblings. Coming from a Spanish-speaking home, I picked up most of my English skills along the streets of LA, standing beside their food cart. Working with my parents, I learned what it meant to be resilient and perseverant. I carried these values with me to Garfield and noticed that they were reflected in each and every one of the staff and students. The people I met made my time at Garfield the best. They inspired me to learn and grow immensely. I learned that it takes a village to succeed, and in my case, my village was Garfield. I want to say thank you to all of my teachers and the staff for the endless support. Thank you to my friends for brightening my days. Thank you to my best friend Mario for always being there. Most importantly, thank you to my family, because I wouldn't be here without them. Thanks Melissa and Yadira for the motivation and laughter. I couldn't have asked for better sisters. Finalmente, gracias mamá y papá. Estoy aquí para ustedes. Los dos me enseñaron lo que significaba trabajar. Gracias por todo su apoyo y espero que los hago sentir orgullosos. To the class of 2020, we are all sitting here as soon-to-be Garfield graduates. Regardless of how we ended up here or where we go next, we will always share Garfield and its wonderful community. Many of us here are first-generation students, daughters and sons of immigrants or immigrants ourselves. We will be the first in our families to graduate from high school, attend college, and graduate from college. We really are the pride of East LA. Our graduation means so much for our families and for our community, but it means so much more for ourselves. We've exceeded expectations and broken barriers in the years leading up to graduation. I know we can continue to do the same and even better in the future. The world is ours for the taking. Class of 2020, we really did go out in style. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduating class of 2020 here at the one and only Garfield High School in East LA. Today I join with your family, your friends, your faculty to celebrate you, salute you, and wish you well on your next adventure. Es increíble celebrar a estos graduados hoy y felicidades a todos ellos y sus familias. Conocemos el orgullo de ser parte del este de Los Ángeles y ahora espero que todavía vamos a estar juntos vigilando cuáles otros logros llegan aquí. Graduating class, you are extraordinary, and we are living extraordinary times. So please continue to give your world the absolute best you have. Continue to let your passion, your light, your energy, your love shine and represent. It has been an honor to work with you since you were 4 years old to create the vision of success, of love, and of community that we celebrate today on the graduation of the class of 2020. We love you, we believe in you, and we will continue to have very high expectations.
Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class of 2020 from James A. Garfield Senior High School in the heart of our beloved East Los Angeles.
Let me begin by remarking that you are among not only the most talented, but also the most determined people I have ever met.
And it is my honor to stand before you on the occasion of your graduation
and acknowledge and commend you for your strength, determination, and accomplishments.
Now I know that today is anything but your typical graduation day.
It is probably far from what you have dreamed.
Absent is the familiar setting of the track and field, brimming with proud parents and their pride for the past, and humming with their well wishes for your future.
Most of you probably feel like you have been shortchanged
and denied your right to the proper ending that you deserve, with the culmination fitting of a year's worth of work.
4 years worth of focus.
And a lifetime of effort with the prom, grad nights,
and celebrations to which you are entitled.
And you are right to feel this way.
But instead, I, like you, also find myself
in the all too familiar position lately of being at home, perched in front of monitors and surrounded by the empty echoes of silence and oft-ignored subtle sounds of my own home.
These are trying times in which we live.
This, we have been told, is the new normal.
And it is tough, and it is certainly unfair.
And I probably, a lot like you, have started wondering, where's the silver lining?
The benefit, the happy ending in all of this.
But I am here today to tell you that there definitely is one.
Now, as you know, the situation that you find yourselves in is not an easy one. But we're here to remind you that neither is the world that you're being thrust into.
You know this firsthand, probably better than anyone, because the road to this point has also not been an easy one.
You came into this world in the shadows of 9/11, born in weeks and months immediately following one of the worst acts of terrorism the world has ever known.
War has been an ongoing constant in your lives, as we have been embroiled in it in the Middle East ever since.
Similarly, many of you can't remember a world without a screen thrust in front of you.
As you saw the rise of the smartphone,
The watches, or something that was supposed to make your world stronger, more connected, and at the same time, more free.
But what was supposed to liberate you has at times done the exact opposite, as those screens became your default babysitters.
And the rise of social media not only allowed you to share your thoughts, feelings, and special moments with your friends, but also simultaneously created a world where bullying and criticism were a constant that is only a click or a scroll away.
Similarly, the 24-hour news cycle and the term fake news became constants in your lives, causing you to not only question reality, but the truth.
But the truth.
But the truth.
And served as a reminder that you are always being watched digitally.
And our current state of politics has never been more divided, more polemic, more ostracizing than it is now, as we stand poised on the verge of an election that will be the first in which you all can have an effect on the outcome.
So even though it has been a bit of a rough go of it lately for you,
we're here to remind you
that you have been battered and beaten down by the tempestuous nature of life since you were born.
And in spite of this, look at you. You have thrived. So the great movie that is your life to this point may feel like it has been a tragic one, but we, the family of Garfield High School,
are here to tell you that this perception of an unfair and unrelenting betrayal by life is only the reality
when viewed from afar and in pieces. When looked at up close and as a whole, however, and this is why we are here, to celebrate the entirety of your greatness.
We can clearly see you for the main attractions that you truly are, and remind you that your life, especially the time here, really has been a blockbuster one.
What we see is that you are stars.
You are dancers. You are cheerleaders. You are ballers.
You are performers.
You are scholars. You are student body leaders.
You are AP students. You are English language learners.
You are fluent Spanish speakers. You are mathematicians. You are scientists.
You are champions of history.
You are preservers of culture.
And you are fighters. And because of this, you are also our heroes. You are our heroes.
You are our heroes.
You are our heroes because it is with that undaunted spirit that you have so nobly embodied the Garfield Bulldog mentality.
And because of it, this diverse community, full of traditions and customs,
has seen you grow and become who we are here to celebrate today. Today, you are the pride of the East Side.
In short, you embody the zeitgeist of Islos. And to paraphrase the words of our own Jaime Escalante, you have shown that you have ganas.
You have ganas.
You have ganas. And because of that spirit, we are champions.
League MVPs.
Honor students, AP scholars.
Presidents.
Members of the honor roll.
Scholarship recipients.
Graduates.
College bound. Because of you, we are Garfield High School.
So as you leave us today,
as you set your course and sail off into that fantastic setting sun,
perched on the horizon of your future,
when you navigate into the unforeseen and inevitable storms that are to come,
focus not on the tragedy of the moment. Instead, cling to where you have come from.
All that you have accomplished.
Call on what you have learned and continue to rise to the climactic challenge of the moment, because you already possess the means by which to confront and overcome the conflicts that will inevitably arise in the future of the plot of this thing called life.
And I know that as we sit back and look on and follow your careers as you rise through the ranks, We will swell with pride with all of your achievements,
accomplishments, and the good that you will bring to this world. You are the future, and it is a glorious ending.
With you fulfilling the roles as the major leading ladies and men in our community and our world's next great act.
And in the end, we are and always will be bulldogs.
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 Because once a bulldog,
always a bulldog. Congratulations, Garfield Class of 2020.
And Godspeed.
And Godspeed.
And Godspeed.
And Godspeed.
And Godspeed, Garfieldians always and forever.
And Godspeed, Garfieldians, always.
Blanca Isabella Abalos, Angel Jesus Acosta, Nikki Renee Aguirre, Victoria Averena, Allison Nicole Asensio, Andrea Barbosa, Jennifer Barales, Mariela Barales, Esmeralda Barranco, Ruby Esmeralda Becerra, Francisco Javier Benitez Paredes, Stephanie Burciaga, Delilah Raylen Calderon, Angel Roman Canal, Carla Guadalupe Carreno, Raymond Anthony Carrillo, Emily Emma Castaneda, Julio Nathan Castellon, Karen Castillo, Stephanie Leslie Castillo, Salvador Cervantes, Brian Manuel Chavez, Jacqueline Colunga, Kevin Cruz, Jacob Dimitri Cuevas, Mario de la Rosa, Marissa Renee Del Real, Ruth Beatrice Espinosa Diaz, Andrea Flores, Eduardo Flores, Evelyn Flores, Matthew Flores, Melanie Anita Flores, Melissa Flores, Francisco Flores Cano, Nadeline Garcia Navarro, Anthony Godinez, Gilberto Gomez, Charlene Nico Gonzalez, Jacqueline Gonzalez, Michelle Gonzalez, Sydney Nicole Gonzalez, Nayeli Gonzalez Valdez, Miguel Angel Guevara, Juana Lucia Guzman, Nicole Hamilet Hernandez Sandoval, Annette Cassandra Hernandez, Isaac Hernandez, Leslie Narida Hernandez, Jennifer Jimenez Mendez, Brittany Evelyn Juarez, Kevin Linares Cano, Paulina Lopez, Isabel Lopez, Sarah Lopez Martinez, Lucero Lozano Badajos, Jenny Machoro, Kimberly Macias, Alyssa Guadalupe Maldonado, Ayla Mabel Marquez, Edward Gabriel Marquez, Eric Alejandro Martinez, Lisbeth Fabiol Martinez, Cassandra Jasmine Mendez, Brisa Morales, Ivan Jesus Morales, Daniel Gerardo Moreno, Fabian Moreno Gonzalez, Fabian Munoz Rodriguez, Tiffany Ann Nicolas, Melody Danielle Nunez, Sarayi Guadalupe Ortega, Darwin Ortiz, Jimena Osorio, Rodolfo Palacios, Alex Paz, Natalie Perez Ruiz, Julian J. Palanco, Dominic Rafael Prado, Jesse Preciado, Liliana Quintana Garcia, Andrew Olivare Quintero, Vanessa Quintino, Giovanni Ramblas, Tiffany Ramirez, Mario Ramirez Velez, Yasmin Rios, Andrea Rivera Ramirez, Yahaira Yisa Rodriguez, Carla Abby Roman Ramirez, Annalie Mariana Romero, Mia M. Romero, Christian Rosas, Karina Ruiz, Ulysses Ruiz, Camila Emily Ruiz Dominguez, Betty Sahaguin Lopez, Lynette Salas, Danielle Xavier Salazar, Karen Marie Salazar, Jesus Sanchez, Miguel Angel Santillan, Erelix Nayeli Santos, Jaslyn Guadalupe Serrano, Leslie Nicole Sierra, Sadie Michelle Terrones, Isaiah Ernie Torres, Brisa Torres Barbabosa, Ivory Valencia, Leslie Valencia, Nubia Valencia, Rosemary Jasmine Valerio, Kenya Susana Valle Garcia, Gracie Alice Valverde, Vincent Vasquez, Luis Eduardo Vasquez, Carlos Velez Rojas, Alex Venegas, Eddie Venegas, Otani Skylar Vigel, Leilani Villaseñor, Alyssa Serra Wittel, Justin Emiliano Zavalza.
Alejandro Acuna Monarres, Jacqueline Aguilar, Julie Lisbeth Aguilar Sandoval, Jesús Alcalá Marroquín, Jason Jordan Alvarado, Juan Andrés Álvarez, Sergio Miguel Álvarez. Byron Angel. Alberto Anguiano. Brisa Marie Aquino. Ángel Antonio Argueta. Joana Argumedo. Guadalupe Arreola Zambrano. Anthony Justin Ábalos. Azucena Ayala. Dailina Naí Panales. Alexis Briana Barcena. Dulce Mariana Becerra. Amanda Eliasa Bojorquez. Anthony Isaiah Bradley. Samantha Rose Bravo. Christopher Briceño. César Brito. Matthew Alexander Buendía. Nancy Burciaga. Richard Raymond Bustamante. Carlos Alexander Cabrera. Diego Camarena Reyes. Jacob Nicolás Campos. Cynthia Michelle Cano Flores. Cintia Guadalupe Carranza. Javier Osvaldo Castillo. Gabriela Casares Frausto. Jonathan Ceja Trujillo. Jennifer Cerezo. Adrián Cruz. Ciponi Cuevas. Rogelio de la Torre. Destiny Irene de León. Lisandra Delgado. Miguel Cesario Delgado. Lisbeth Díaz Ramírez. Melody Rubí Dueñas. Belén Durán Zabaleta. Joshua Espinosa. Diego Javier Esquivel. Daniel Estrada. Javier Estrada. Brenda Flores. John Anthony Flores. Kevin Flores. Jair Antonio Flores. Jesús Flores Méndez. Darlene Fonseca. Alexis García. Eunice Betsabe García. Joseph Anthony García. Stephanie María García. Isaac Giles. Julián Gómez. Rafael Gómez. Ilaya González de los Santos. Luis Fernando González Flores. Erwin González. Freddy González. Jeremy González. Naftali Stephanie González. Valerie Guerrero. Alexis Marie Gutiérrez. Carlos Hernández. Guadalupe Hernández. Jacqueline Hernández. María Guadalupe Hernández. Juan Carlos Hernández Salcedo. Jennifer Huerta Ortiz. Daniel Jiménez. Luis Ángel Jiménez. Jesús Manuel Juárez. Jennifer Ann Lares. Gustavo Alfonso Linares. Evelyn López. Joan López, Josué López, Montserrat Alaska López, Valerie Mormay López, Edgar Lucas Castro, Lionel Isaiah Maldonado, Irina Josué Márquez, Alexis Martínez, Daena Virginia Martínez, Jonathan Matamoros, Brian Medina, Melinda Meléndez, Lupe Gisal Méndez, Vanessa Méndez, Jesse Anthony Mendoza, Tomás Michael Montes, April Alicia Morales, Matthew Ángel Muñoz, Alejandro Juan Naranjo, Olga Lidia Navarro, Angel Gabriel Nuno, Michael Alexander Oropesa, Christopher Orozco, Fernando Adrian Ortega, Eliel Ortega Flores, Miguel Ángel Ortiz, Verónica Pereira Meléndez, Charlie Pérez, Emeline Pérez Rojas, Jacqueline Pérez, Joan Sebastián Pérez, María Pérez, Stephanie Pérez Flores, Nathan Daniel Peterson, Jasmine Pinedo, Yvette Michelle Reyes, Mark Reyes, Oscar Rafael Ríos, José Antonio Rivera, Leslie Rubí Robles, Andy Rodríguez, Damián Rodríguez, Ivis Rosario Rodríguez, Ángeles Rojas, George Rojas, Joana Rojas, Brandon Rojas Ortega, Karina Jasmine Rosales, Reggie Rosales Escobar, Vanessa Rubio, Gabriel Anthony Sánchez, Juliana Sandoval, Kevin Sandoval, Charlie Sarmiento, Michaela Kalani Serna, Jasmine Frances Serrano, Ángeles Candy Torres, José Torres, Neri Aarón Tucuyuc, Robert Isaac Uribe, Alexis Elizabeth Valencia, José Enrique Vázquez, Vanessa Cristal Vázquez, Adeline Vélez, Carlos Adrián Vélez, Yesenia Vélez, Esaú Villalbazo, Kevin Joel Villanueva Carmona, Elvia Lisbeth Villa Pérez, Leslie Zapata.
Manuel Acosta, Carla Aguirre, Pablo Alcantar, Maria Celeste Alvarado Rivera. Giselle Alvarez. Eric Anaya Rodriguez. Manuel Andiano. Daniel Alberto Arcos. Jose James Armendares. Edwin Francisco Asensio. Christina Avina. Tommy Ryan Valderas. Daniel Andrew Bejarano. Damian Ivan Benitez. Abraham Bravo. Jalen Camacho. Alyeser Ribai Camas. Amy Carretero. Daniel Casas. Jacqueline Cerezo. Erica Cerezo Gano. Valerie Chavez Gonzalez. Alyssa Chavez. Connie Cueto de la Luz. Carlos Cruz Medina. Janice Guadalupe Díaz de Lira. Jewel Díaz. Catherine Nayeli Díaz Monge. Alexis Juliana Dueñas. Clarissa Echeverría. Lion Echeverría. Cherise Esparza. Guillermo Francis Felix. Christina Sherry Flores. Erica Flores. Johnny Esteban Flores. Kate America Flores. Damian Sebastian Flores Menjiva. Brian Aaron Franco. Tiffany Gaona. Ivan Garcia Flores. Andrew Rodolfo Garcia. Dominic Albert Garcia. Melissa Garcia. Samantha Rose Garcia. Sophia Garcia. Jennifer Elizabeth Gonzalez. Christopher Gonzalez. Saudi Gonzalez. Aileen Guerrero Martinez. Alex Fabian Guevara. Alex Gutierrez Norberto. Jacqueline Gutierrez. Luis Enrique Gutierrez. José Jesús Guzmán. Stephanie Guadalupe Guzmán. Juan Ángel Jaro Dávila. Pedro Hernández Serna. Ashley Hernandez. Brian Hernandez. Emmanuel Hernandez. Maria Hernandez. Jose Alfonso Herrera Nava. Billy Viquesi Huerta. Andrew Alexis Hurtado. Juan Antonio Jaimes. Alan Steven Jimenez Carillo. Blanca Arresi Linares. Bobby Justin Lopez. Fernando Alberto Lopez. America Montserrat Luevano. Abraham Luna. Emma Maria Lupercio. Giselle Juliette Luquin. Sarah Isabel Marin. Eric Luis Martinez Jr. Stephanie Martinez Rojo, Eve Marie Martinez, Joanna Martinez, Jocelyn Martinez, Julian Martinez, Maria Jasmine Martinez, Matthew Angel Martinez, Eduardo Efraín Mata, Manuel Enrique Medina Serrano, Kevin Daniel Mendez, Edith Celine Mesa, Citlali Molina, Jonathan Montes, Jesse Morales, Lauren Murga, Alejandro Ornelas, Gonzalo Orozco, Brenda Ortiz Flores, Alberto Padilla, José de Jesús Padilla, Jared Partida, Alejandra Peña, Javier Pérez Jr., Ashley Abigail Pérez, Aurora Ramírez, Amber Marie Rincón, Osvaldo Guadalupe Ríos, Martin Rodríguez, Ruben Romo Guerrero, Jessica Marlene Rosales Nolasco, Aaron J. Rosales, Samantha Mercedes Rueda, Anthony Francisco Rubalcaba, Xavier Salinas, Guadalupe Sánchez, Oscar Sánchez, Thomas Manuel Serrano, Tania Solorio, Brianna Soriano, Esmeralda Soto, K.V. José Tejeda, Cuatli Tlatenechi, David Torres, Zaid Raúl Torres, Luis Alberto Trejo, Abigail Uribe, Stephanie Valenzuela, Manuel Guadalupe Vázquez Solís, Angel, Gabriel Vázquez, Jesús Vázquez Sánchez, Nadiezda Hayana Viveros Sánchez, Edgar Zarate.
Miriam Aguilar, Michelle Aguirre, Natalie Andrade Dominguez, Christian Antonio Mesa, Vanessa Avelino, Javier Bobadilla Rochin, Anthony Agustin Bravo, Osvaldo Cabrales, Jonathan Alexis Calles, Angel Cano, Jesús Cano, Alberto Cano Aguilar, Elijah Ethan Carrillo, Carla Marlene Contreras, Emilia Corona, Erica Yanith Dominguez, Kevin David Duran, Raylene Ariel Esparza, Hector Espinosa, Raúl Gerardo Farias, James Fierro, Zair Flores, Angelica Garcia, Eduardo Garcia, Ariel Sky Gonzalez, Brian Gabino Gonzalez, Ruby Monique Grajeda, Bobby Henry Gutierrez, Yomira Gutierrez, Jade Hernandez, Julian Cameron Jimenez, Lourdes Jimenez, Angie León de la Rosa, Jocelyn Gregoria Llamas, Edward Lopez, Emmanuel Lopez, Edgar Lozano, Samuel Madera, Maritza Osegueda Mares, Diego Martinez Zarate, Edgar Martinez, Fatima Martinez, David Joel Medel Ortega, David Medrano, Hector Mejia Manzano, Chelsea Lynette Meneses, Rosalie Mora, Christopher Nino Carrasco, Amy Ornelas, Natalie Perales, Aldo Quintana, Adrian Ramirez, Eric Ramirez, Sebastian Cruz Refugio, David Reta, Antonio Eduardo Rodriguez, Kimberly Rojas, Kelly Rojas Ramirez, Mariela Brisa Sanchez, Michael Antonio Sanchez, Andrew Isaiah Valencia, Esmeralda Velez, Esau Velez,
Andre Dominic Aguilar, Andrew Aguilar, Cynthia Aguilar Ortega, Jonathan Aguirre, Chabeli Alvarez, Brian Octavio Andrade, Amy Ariza, Nicole Diana Arceo, Alicia Joy Araguin, Max Avalos, Michelle Ayala, Rihanna Amy Baena, Gabriel Barrientos, Guadalupe Caballero, Samantha Renee Calderon, Maya Destiny Cardenas, Emmanuel Carranza, Jasmine Carrillo, Vanessa Casas, Diana Giselle Castro, Feliberto Miguel Castro, John Cerezo, Michelle Chavez, Rodolfo Chavez, Angel Michael Cruz, Daniel Cruz, Marta Susana Cruz, Brian de la Cueva, Denise de la Rosa, Lorena Diaz Maya, Jaime Diaz, Zoe Marie Diaz Sáñez, Miguel Ángel Domínguez, Alberto Dorantes, Andrew Escamilla Guardado, Andrew Escobedo Perez, Brenda Flores Tifolio, Priscilla Fuentes, Vincent Hector Fuentes, Priscilla Galeno, Saúl Gallardo, Jonathan Garcia Quiroz, Felix Christopher Garcia, Haley Jasmine Garcia, Peter Jason Garcia, Mario Armando Garduno, Amy Darlene Gomez, Ricardo Gomez, Aileen Guzman, Charlie Hernandez, Cassandra Hernandez, Diamond Hodges, Martin Brian Huerta, Naeli Huerta, Daisy Jimenez, Kimberly Jimenez, Kristen Denise Juarez, Stephanie Juarez, Alexis Jurado, Alejandro Landeros Muñoz, Luis Ángel Lara, Ricardo Lara Ursueso, Hazel León, Jairo Israel Loaiza, Jocelyn Denise Lopez, Nick Anthony Lopez, Margarito Ángel Machorro, Francisco René Macías, Hector Jeremiah Malo, Anthony Eduardo Marquez, Jennifer Esmeralda Marquez, Acel Martinez, Christopher Rafael Martinez, Denise Martinez, Eduardo Martinez, Stephanie Michelle Martinez, Zulema Martinez Rosette, Jennifer Mata, Janiela Mateos, Ashley Medina, Daniel Melgarejo, Adrian Mendoza Flores, Lisette Mesa, Risa Michael, Lisbeth Jasmine Milan, Perla Ruby Monreal, Andrea Natalie Monreal Quintana, Ulises Morales Suarez, Marce Mosqueda, Cesar Enrique Muñoz, Naeli Muñoz, Pamela Denise Núñez, Edwin Núñez Candia, Mario Alberto Ochoa, Mónica Jacqueline Ordaz Acosta, Emmanuel Ortiz, René Arnoldo Valles Estrada, Jacob Piña López, Beth Pineda, Millie Ponce Castro, Carlos Alberto Ramírez, Nathan Ramírez, Jenny Abigail Ramírez, Fátima Guadalupe Recinos Mon, Jaylene Amber Renteria, Adrienne Michelle Reviles, Dominique Marie Reyes, Jessica Reyes, Jonathan Reyes, Ernesto Alexi Rodriguez, Israel Rodriguez, Mercedes Andrea Rodriguez, Ruben Rodriguez, Zuleika Connie Rodriguez, Meldy Felix Roman, Maria Saavedra, Angela Shagun, Amber Christine Salas, Robert Salcedo, Emily Sanchez, Marta Edith Sanchez, Aaron Christopher Santos, Aurelio Jesus Cedillo, Jaylene Sierra, Efren Daniel Teo, Michael Anthony Uloa, Shirley Magali Valdez, Graciela Corali Valdivia, Evelyn Valencia Juarez, Edmari Ruby Vasquez, Kevin Angel Velez, Malina Itzo Vera, Ashley Zapata.
Class of 2020, it is now time to make it official.
Wherever you are, rise to your feet.
It is time for the traditional moving of the tassel.
Please take the tassel in your right hand
and make that ceremonial move to the left.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You are now graduates and alumni of Garfield Senior High School.
Join me in one last final Garfield spell out. Give me a G. Give me an A. Give me an R. Give me an F. Give me an I. Give me an E. Give me an L. Give me a D. Who are we? Who's the best? Woo! Congratulations, class of 2020.